Firstly, the major psychological disorder illustrated in these videos is gender dysphoria. The key indications are the facts that both girls never were attracted to boy things and always wanted girl things. They both liked girl clothes, girl toys, girl hair, etc. They felt girl and desired to be considered as one. They did not feel in the right body when they were boy. They did not feel like their true self. Both were unhappy as boy and felt depressed, anxious, frustrated, and even had suicidal thoughts. For the girls, being placed with the boys did not feel right. Dempsey also said that she was struggling to tell who she was. At age 5, she told her parents, I am a girl in my heart, in my brain. I am not a boy." When Rebecca and Dempsey finally became recognized as girls, they felt super happy and like they were finally living as themselves. They felt freed. Then I asked myself questions like, why do some people feel that 8-9 years old children are not old enough to transition? And why are there people born with a gender that does not correspond to what they feel they are? And what happens in their brain? For theoretical perspectives, psychodynamics perspectives think that individuals have a false sense of gender identity because, for example, young boys were too strongly connected with their mother and had a very absent father. Therefore, young boys are too connected with the woman's feminine energy and do not have a strong masculine energy in the household. That is why they are perceived as more feminine. It is the opposite for girls. Indeed, they have weak mothers and a very strong father, so the woman does not provide enough feminine energy. For learning perspectives, it resembles psychodynamics. Indeed, they think that it is the absence of a strong role model. Therefore, if a boy does not have a strong father male presence and only has a feminine energy, the boy might perceive himself to be a transgender girl. There are also socialization patterns, which are, for example, if someone socializes a young boy to like woman things, perhaps he will turn into a woman one day. Biological perspectives see this very differently. They think that it is possible that there are prenatal hormone imbalances. Indeed, there has been studies which found out that the youngest that is born might have been exposed to more estrogen in the womb. Therefore, it can actually change the brain structures for males to have a more female-looking brain. Those videos are important to the study of mental health and of abnormal psychology for many reasons. Watching them could help mental health professionals and society in general to better understand what it is like to have gender dysphoria, but more precisely what it is like at a young age. Without watching the videos, people could think that it is only a phase or maybe that the child is not old enough to make those decisions. Moreover, the videos would help the professionals and the society to understand what a person and his or her family and friends experience when the person experiences gender dysphoria. By putting themselves in their shoes, they will maybe see things that will change the way of seeing a child transitioning or realize how difficult and different life is for someone who has gender dysphoria. Therefore, they might come up with new ways to help people affected and support them more through the challenges. The videos could also change a professional's perspective on the subject and bring him to revise his methods. Now, based on my research, I do not believe that there's a too young to help a transgender child to transition. Like in the videos, the children have been feeling girls since birth, and because they were in the boy body, they felt depressed, anxious, and even suicidal. Helping a child transition is only helping them to be well in their body and to be who they really are, no matter which body they were born with. Parents cannot forbid their child to transition. It would only lead to gender dysphoria, and it could only get even worse. Children could commit suicide, experience deep frustration, depression, etc. However, I do believe that transgender children should wait until about 18 years old to have surgical procedures if they want any. I think the best way to support a transgender or non-conforming gender person is to be there for them, to be open, to encourage them, and for example, like in the girls in the videos, to buy them girl clothes when they want to have them. It would also be nice to respect their pronounced choice and to consider them as what they tell they are. Therefore, a transgender girl would want to be considered as a girl and to be called she. It would also be a good idea to get counseling, to get some advising on how to help the person begin to transition, for example, for social transitioning and for the physical transition with puberty suppressors or cross-sex hormones. Finally, there is also an interdisciplinary team for children, which gets involved the school, psychologists, and social workers to make sure that the child is supported and that the family knows what they are doing.